like Tanya TKO, who I disagree with as well, but at least she showed the full video. Roll a clip.
Miles Cunningham. Miles Cunningham is a struggle dating coach, I suppose. He's making a name for himself. And because when we were on hold before we came to the channel, before we came to the video, I decided to look at his channel, right? This man posted this video, and other people are taking clips of his video and publishing it around the internet. And I want you to see this. I want you to see this madness, right? So these are the types of videos that he makes. 5 things you should have at your place when she comes over. Your mindset translates gear. 5 steps to step your game up. Real players. The definition of game.
Did y'all see her not read the whole title? It says real players don't cheat.
That movie back in the day with Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player, had it all wrong. Real players don't lie. Real players don't cheat, because we let chicks know up front what we're about and what it is we're doing when we're not with them.
Yeah, guess that video doesn't fit your narrative.
I don't know much about this man's channel at all. I don't know nothing about his channel, but one thing I do know is that this white man came onto his show. And the white man got in his ass.
Pause. What's up with you ladies? Anyways, here's how the video starts.
I'm chilling. What's going on with you, bro?
Just hanging out. I fundamentally disagree with you. I'd love to talk to you.
You fundamentally disagree with me?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I just wanted to make sure that's what I heard you say. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Notice how Miles is cool, calm, and collective. That's just Miles.
So let me ask you, what do you think is, I will say that I'm a married man. I have a family.
Okay.
I have a wife who doesn't vote because I tell her she shouldn't, because she's a woman.
Okay.
A wife that doesn't vote because she's a woman. Fellas, multiple women reacted to this video, and no one noticed the fact that this man said women shouldn't vote because they're a woman. Oh, y'all think I'm bullshitting? Run it back.
I have a wife who doesn't vote because I tell her she shouldn't, because she's a woman.
Okay.
Wow. So y'all so busy trying to expose the black man that y'all let that comment go right over your head.
Amazing.
This man just said women shouldn't vote because they're a woman, and I had a problem with that. And judging by how outspoken you ladies are on the internet, I'd assume you'd feel the same way. And he stutters. Come on, ladies. Anyone can talk crazy on the internet, but in real life, men don't come up to each other like this, because there's always a low-level threat of violence if you start to disrespect another man in person. Roll the clip.
Okay.
I have a wife who stays at home, who cooks and cleans.
Okay.
But let me ask you, what, I leave the house, with a strong hand.
He led the house with a strong hand. First thing I thought was, he Chris Brown's his wife. So I Googled it, and this is what I found. With a strong hand, an outstretched arm is a phrase used in the Bible to describe God's use of his power on behalf of Israel, particularly during the Exodus.
Have you ever wondered what a mighty hand and an outstretched arm have to do with God's love? Well, there can really only be one answer. They refer to how violent it is.
I don't want to say this guy Chris Brown's woman, but that's what a strong hand means. Moving on.
What do you think the perfect woman is? And then after you give your answer, I'd love to reply to that. What do you think the perfect woman is?
What do I think the perfect... Okay, so the perfect woman for me, because the perfect woman is different for different men, right?
Your idea.
My idea of the perfect woman. The perfect woman for me is just a woman that prioritizes time spent with me. I really don't, because I'm not like into marriage. I'm not into, being with one woman. So the perfect woman for me is the woman that prioritizes and she values the time.
I just want you to pay attention to what it is that we just heard. I'm not into being with one woman. I am the perfect woman for me is a woman who prioritizes. I'm not into marriage. The guy set him up for a layup against him.
Tanya, that made no sense. The guy asked Miles what he's looking for, And Miles answered it honestly. There's no setup here.
Time that she gets to spend
Stop
with
right
me.
there. Stop right there. So, like, stop right there. So,
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need you to take it easy because this is my show. So all that stop right there shit, take it easy. Take it easy, because I know you fundamentally disagreeing with me and all that, but I still need you to be in the position of a person who's calling into someone else's show. Okay?
That's fine, but I'm going to make it.
All right. So you see, in the very beginning, he attempts to assert his dominance and set the stage for whose show this is and how the caller is to conduct himself.
So the man was telling Miles to stop right there, trying to check him on his own show. And Miles calmly explained to him that, bro, this is my show. I know you disagree, but chill. And somehow Tanya saw that as Miles trying to be dominant.
Nigga, please.
And if you saw something different, watch the clip again. Because in the beginning, in my opinion, Miles made the assumption that he was going to have a logical debate with the caller. But we quickly learned that this is not a logical man.
That's fine, but I'm going to make it interesting.
Because you take it easy, because I'm not your wife who you lead with a strong hand. This is not that situation. So make sure you check your situation before you do all that bullshit.
You would know nothing about leading women. That's obvious.
Gotcha.
So what I'm saying is, you want a woman to be subservient to you, but you want that woman to fill the roles of a woman, but you don't want to fill the roles of a man.
Who said anything about her being subservient, bro? When did I say subservient?
I mean, you want a woman to love you and worship you. That sounds like subservience.
When did I say love and worship? I said I want a woman to prioritize the time she spends with me. That's it.
Okay, that means being subservient. That means she puts her life on hold to make your life happier. That's subservient.
What?
So I can already tell you're black,
bro.
So this is the problem within the black community.
And this is how the TikTok clip started. And Miles is sitting there laughing at the guy because we don't know what this caller is talking about. All Miles said was he wanted a woman to prioritize him. And I'm pretty sure men and women want that.
You guys just like you called women bitches.
Right.
This is the reason you guys don't have families. This is the reason. You expect a woman to be the perfect woman, to be you want a housewife without being a husband. And that's what's wrong. And you're sitting here giving dating advice to people. You're leading men down a dangerous path. You want a good wife, a lover, you get a job. You do your job as a man. How dare you say that a woman should do her job and prioritize her wants to worship you when you don't do a fucking thing? If you don't provide for that woman, she don't owe you a fucking thing, dude. Not a thing.
Did Miles say he wanted a wife? No, Miles didn't say that. This man heard what he wanted to hear and was full of emotions and wrong. Nothing he said was logical. So Miles sat back and gave him the rope to hang himself with it. There was nothing to respond to. This man said Miles wanted a woman to love and worship him. That's not what Miles said. He said Miles wanted a woman to be subservient. That's not what he said either. The caller said Miles was looking for a wife. That's not what Miles said. And it's all caught in 4K, ladies. Are we even watching the same clip?
He's about to go in. It's about to get painful and embarrassing. And I need to hear from black men.
Don't worry. I'll tag you in the description, Tanya.
You don't provide for that woman, she don't owe you a fucking thing, dude. Not a thing. And it's simple to me because you call them bitches. You know, yeah, I'm just hanging with my niggas, fucking bitches. That says all I need to know about you. And that's why women don't fuck with you. That's why good women don't fuck with you. That's why you have a problem dating, because good women know you're not a good man. And you're giving all this advice. You're a shitty fucking man. You're not a good pickup artist. You're not a good dater. All you do is want to fucking...
I just want you to look at his face as this man is disrespecting him. He already used the N-word. I'm hanging with my N's and my B's. And I'll rewind it just a little so you can see the look on his face as this man used the N-word the first time. This is why I asked you to share this, because I want you to see how this man was cuckolded before the entire internet.
Tanya, I've watched one of your videos in the past, and you used the word cuckold wrong then. When are you going to start using this word right? The definition of a cuckold is a man whose wife is sexually unfaithful. So what are you talking about? Anyways, this caller got 3 strikes from me. He said women shouldn't vote, he strong arms his wife, and the fact that he used the N-word so freely is crazy to me. And black women were in the comments making fun of Miles?
I'm so damn confused.
This is why this gender war is so problematic, because we're supposed to be a family, but not only are y'all on the internet acting like some damn fools for everyone to see, but y'all giving out passes?
What?
Listen, I don't like the things Cynthia G says about black men, but I promise you, if a white woman called her a nigga on the internet, I wouldn't be on the internet saying Cynthia G got spanked. The fuck is wrong with y'all? All you ladies miss the mark with these reaction videos, and you let your pain from your past relationships cloud your judgment. And I know Miles isn't gonna respond, but me, well,
today I got time, cuz.
On the internet, guys come in my comments saying stuff like, I'm broke, I'm a simp, I don't get girls, all types of shit. But I laugh at it because the truth is, you don't know me. You don't even know my real name, let alone the fact that I'm happily married and successful in real life. So why should I care? Truth is, I don't.
Peace, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Randumb Thoughtz. I am your host, the LYR to the ICS lyrics, y'all. Yo, we here? It's another fun-ass Sunday. The fuckery energy is rushing through my veins and shit. Yo, I am so excited, especially after that 10-minute clip. Sorry, guys, for the background voice or whatever. I mean, the background sounds and shit. I had to go ahead and restart my phone. Like, yo, it's real bad internet reception shit here, man. I don't even want to go into that. But I'm here right now. We are here right now. And guys, where you at?
We up in here.
Happy Sunday, yo. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, yo, guys, we have a very special guest. But before we get to the guest, man, we got to say hello to the rest of the team here. Hey, yo, Steph, what's good?
What's going on? Y'all know me. It's Steph, yo. Stephanie Gale up in here. Happy Sunday to y'all once again. Shout out to all the randos out there on the Randumb Thoughtz Talk Series channels, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, everyone at the Ranners Union, all the randos everywhere. Welcome to another Sunday. And good to see you fellas. So what's up, AD?
Yo, what's good? Is ADV Avis in the building, and we're back for another Sunday, and of course another Randumb Thoughtz as usual. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. But shouts out to everybody out there in the comments. I see y'all. I see you in there, Notes. What's up, RJ? I see you in there as well.
Send that man the link.
What's up? Said send that man the link. Oh my goodness. But yeah, other than that, was good, Eric.
What's going on? How's everybody?
All right.
Chilling.
Corbin Dallas. He's on his Corbin Dallas energy again.
What is
Oh my
Corbin Dallas?
goodness.
You talking
Oh,
guys?
wow.
What's going on there?
Yo, so
I don't know what to tell you, man. Like,
this
It's all good.
all right.
But with that,
let's
Well,
introduce our guest.
Yeah, let's introduce our guest here. Our guest is the guy that you just saw on the clip in the beginning of this, man. Like my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, for X amount of years, you know what I'm saying? Relationship, well, not really relationship guru, but bad boy guru right here. You know what I'm saying? The bad boy guru. You know what I'm saying? Badboymembership.com's own Miles Cunningham in the building. Yo, Miles, what's goody?
Yo, what's good? What's good, everybody? Glad to be here on the Randumb Thoughtz Talk Series, man. Appreciate y'all for having me. And man, I'm, just happy for another day to be above ground, to enjoy life, to spit this game, and let's go.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, man.
Appreciate it.
That's what I want to hear. That's a
And once again, it's a sausage party. Once again,
Well,
it's all right. I'm the one green leaf in the soup. But
if not,
now this is gonna be a good episode. I've been waiting for this episode. Today we're gonna be discussing the MGTOW phenomenon. I've heard a lot about it. We've been talking about it throughout. We've been looking forward to an episode like this. So we get to learn more about it. We get to break down the different pills. It's going to be very informative and entertaining all at the same time.
So my question is Ad you taking over for the hosting?
not that I was known of. I was just gonna put my thoughts and stuff into it because personally, I wasn't like planning on like doing that much.
MGTOW man, come on, you gotta take over.
Yes, you're the resident MGTOW man. Yes,
I can talk about MGTOW a bit, but like, yeah, I'm saying this. I rather. No, whatever. It don't matter because he's dropping in and out. So yeah, we got you.
You to take over to get us to get this going.
Yeah,
but okay. I mean, with that fact, I mean, we had all the different pills and stuff. I'd rather go with that first before we start talking about MGTOW. But he said, just host the show, man. Relax. Like, dang. Okay, I get it, man. I'm getting in the mode. Don't mind me, man.
He needs
jumping
a moment.
in from another show. All right, but I mean, before I even start that, does anybody have any like beginning thoughts on like red pill and like this overall, like we're talking in the idea too of the manosphere, which encompasses so many different stuff. So like, does anybody have like their first takes or understandings of what that is?
Well, I have understanding because I did a bunch of research recently, so I saw all the pills they have. So my question, because we've been talking about this for a while,
yeah,
what is the MGTOW movement mean to you? Because you're a type of dude, honestly, I wouldn't even think you would be in the ideology. So I want to hear your point of view about it and why you're part of it.
Got you. The first thing I will say, and that's the one misconception that starts off with MGTOW, it's not a movement, it's more of a philosophy. And if it were a movement, it would have a leader. In MGTOW, there isn't leaders. And for those who don't even know, okay, what the heck MGTOW is, it's basically an acronym. Of course, yeah, y'all make fun of me with these acronyms. But it stands for Men Going Their Own Way. And
warning. The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made. All opinions and train of thoughts are welcomed here and protected by the First Amendment and the Ranters Union. All commentary, criticism, news reporting, research, teaching, and or scholarship of copyrighted material is protected by the Fair Use Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. iRant Network and the founder of the Ranters Union, Jalogic, aka Mr. M, recommends that you take what is said and do your own research. Read a goddamn book and form your own opinion. Furthermore, listen carefully to the ranters rant and debate their opinions and form your own conclusion. Thank you for watching this member-supported program, powered by the Ranters Union and produced for the iRant Network. Good day.
All right. Lyrics.
Peace, man. Like, yo, listen. First off, I want to say, whoever put the internet on here, fuck them. It's like they meant to sabotage my shit. So I'm like, yo, I gotta talk to the person here, like, you know what I'm saying, like tomorrow or whatever, because guys, I have to, my sincere apologies, seriously. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I had to switch over to my phone because something was going on my iPad. But I'm here now, you know what I'm saying? And let the fuckery commence.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we was missing.
So yeah, I had to. We were missing that. Like that. I had to do that. So I apologize. But today's episode is episode 3-17. Breaking down the MGTOW phenomenon. So
while you were away,
we're gonna definitely get in it.
Yeah, we were getting into it. While you were away, Aviz was giving us his take on MGTOW and yeah, you know, breaking it down for us a little bit. And Benny, first of all, happy birthday to Benny. Benny's birthday was the other day, so everyone showed Benny some love. You know,
happy belated born day, Benny. You know what I'm saying?
Go without saying that. Happy birthday, Benny.
Happy born day. I hope you got drunk. You know what I'm saying? That's the most important part.
Popsy's in here too. Oh, snap.
Wait, Pop, see this bitch?
It's gonna be fun now. Oh, snap.
yo, we should get Popsy the cam up, man, and see what's popping. Be like, yo,
come in here. We need some more feminine energy in here.
Yo, just like she got the link and shit, right? Like she come through on it. Oh shit.
Hey, I'm just being honest. So for those that want to come into the show, our producer Geologic is going to put the link up for StreamYard so you all can come in. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You can turn off your cameras and we can just have you speak. But we would love to have you guys come on and have and speak your mind and add into the conversation.
No, that's a fact. Guys, come in. You know what I'm saying? Like the fuckery energy still here. Let's start some shit. You know what I'm saying, man? But like, young Ed, can you repeat what you were saying? Because I wasn't here at the time. So like my fault.
You good. You good. Now, Eric, I was asking the overalls of like what people thought of the manosphere and before we got into all the pills. But Eric wanted to get in and know already about my perspective and stuff on MGTOW already. So that's why I was starting to explain what MGTOW was, and I was just about to say what it was. So we'll start again. Okay. So basically, MGTOW is an acronym. It stands for Men Going Their Own Way. And the thing that I did also say is that it's not a movement, it's a philosophy. So the main portion of the philosophy that I subscribe to is just the whole idea of being able to do the self-improvement part and really go your own way and focus until you find what you need. And that mixes in with, again, all these different ideas within the manosphere, whatever you, again, subscribe yourself to. But that's the main portion of at least MGTOW that I grab from it.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I did my own research on MGTOW, and it's kind of like we was talking about the other day. Like it was like it's several different things, but what I got out of it was like exactly what you were kind of saying. But they were talking about working on the best version of yourself as a male. You know what I'm saying, and not really trying to fall into the feminine traps that are out there. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of which, as far as kind of like accepting female nature for what it is, but not really fucking with it, which kind of also goes to the explanation of the pills, if you will. So, at least from what I got, so You guys want to go into the pill conversation, or
Yeah, let's break them
what
down.
do you want to talk?
There's a lot of pills, but let's break down like the 5 major ones. I think the 5 major ones. I'll draw all the colors: red, blue, black, pink, white, purple. I think
No, not white, purple.
there is a white one as well. There's a purple and there's a white one. Purple is like
But
between red and blue.
nobody give a fuck about the white one though. You know what I'm saying? Because I never knew about the white
part
one.
of MGTOW, so let's
How
talk about
the
it.
fuck is part of? First of all, when I did my research, I didn't even know there was a white pill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you learn something new every day. There's a white pill.
nah. But when I'm looking for the shit, I found out about all these other pills, but the white pill.
The white pill is basically the opposite of the red pill. It's like so, but I think the ad probably better explain it.
What are you talking about? The white pill?
So the pills I was talking about: the red, blue, black, purple, white, and I think that's the main 5 ones that I'm aware of.
Yeah. Well, the only one I'll say that I'm definitely don't have no knowledge in is the white pill.
Okay, I could kind of break.
Me too.
You could explain the other ones, and I think we should leave the white one for the end.
Okay. So my perspective on and I mean, again, everybody can go around, but I say between me and Lyrics will probably pop in and out about the pills. But if y'all have a point on them too, please add. So at least we'll start with the main one that people be talking about a lot in the manosphere, which is the red pill. And before we even get into that context, the whole ideology behind the pills. Wait, you good, Lyrics?
Sorry. No, I just want to say before you start, like, Lyrics, you going your own way. Wow. Jokes. Okay. Nah, I just want to say let's leave the red pill next to last because there's 3 sections of the red pill. It's not just one explanation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really it's a bit complicated to explain. You know what I'm saying? For those who are really trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I think we should start off with the blue pill though.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, like the blue pill. The blue pill is what I like to call the Walt Disney pill. Why do I call it the Walt Disney pill? Because like that the blue pill is the fantasy pill. You know what I'm saying? Like the simp pill. You know, like the guy that's nice, kind, still has that bit of chivalry. You know, he believes that how should I say that there is a happy ending, that, you know, he should get the girl, you know, doing all this nice kind stuff and all the other stuff, and he's the one that actually ends up getting fucked over in the end. I mean, that's just my explanation of it. Y'all niggas talking too much about drugs. Get to the toxic. Well, this is the toxic part of it. And the blue pill, depending on the circumstances, it could be toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the make-believe pill. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, do you agree, Miles? Do you agree?
Agree with what?
Ed? What's going on? I think Miles is quiet over there.
I don't subscribe or make any effort to study any of the pills. Like all these different pills y'all talking about. This is the first time I'm ever hearing of them. I know about the red pill because I have collaborated with some content creators that push red pill philosophies and information. But to say that I know all these different colors, I do not. And I'm like, for me personally, I promote game and life strategy. So I'm kind of outside of the manosphere, really. I'm really liking. I'm just kind of on the outside looking in, where all of these different guys is trying to figure out how to deal with women and how to deal with themselves. And I'm over here just letting them know game is the gospel. The type of philosophies I talk about is ancient. You understand? So I'm on the outside looking in, and I just talk about game and straight up life strategy and philosophies of getting to know yourself as a man. And
I'm gonna be honest with you though. It's funny you say that because you're actually within the rules of the red pill. One of the 3 major key factors of the red pill, which is game, which we'll get into that in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you actually, even though you say you're a game and strategy coach, you kind of fit into that red pill realm. You know what I'm saying? At least from what I found out. You know what I'm saying? Kind of.
that sounds okay, but it's really that the red pill is trying to fit into what game has been around since before the movie The Matrix.
Yep.
So
of course.
we see. Look, it's kind of like, out of respect for elders, you never say that Aretha Franklin looks like Lizzo. You have to say Lizzo looks like Aretha Franklin because Aretha Franklin was here first. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. That was funny. I'm sorry. It was funny.
It's just an example. I mean, take it how you will. You know, some people going, oh, you making fun of fat women, whatever. Nah, I'm just saying, out of respect, you got to look at what was here first. And game has been around since before the movie The Matrix. So how is game fitting into red pill? That doesn't make sense.
Well, no. See, it doesn't make sense to you because you didn't. I'm not to the explanation of the red pill yet, but it will make sense. You know, now getting back to it. Okay, that's the blue pill. You know what I'm saying? The red pill now, like I said, there's 3 key factors to the red pill. Matter of fact, let's talk about the red pill right now. From my understanding, the red pill now is more of a of the alpha male pill. You know what I'm saying? Which is broken down into key factors, which is looks, status, and game. From what was explained, the looks department. Let's be realistic.
So this is the Kevin Samuels pill, basically. That's what we're talking about.
Steph is a Kevin Samuels hater. She always been a Kevin Samuels hater.
Hater.
Steph, let the man rest. He's done.
No,
he ain't done. The memory of Kevin Samuels will live on forever.
Exactly, and I will haunt his fucking ghostly ass for as long as I live.
Haunt him? He's a ghost.
Ed, don't forget what.
Hey,
and
I mean, look, there's some things that, look, not everyone is gonna have things that are totally complimentary. There are some things that people say that even the Bible has some truths to it, you know, but you know, there are other, for the most part, yes, I don't necessarily agree with Kevin Samuels and his stance on certain things, on relationships, on, you know, his view of women and so on and so forth. So that's going to happen. Am I going to say there are certain things that I agree with? Yes, there are. Yeah, there are things sprinkled in there here and there that I agree with, but for the most part, I don't agree with it.
Okay, so my point of view of this whole thing is this, and I'm going to quickly say it. The red and blue pill, right? The red pill, because we talking about Miles just stayed down. I was about to say that this Matrix, right? Got the Matrix, so awakening and going back to sleep, right? The red pill being from the truth to the truth, and the blue pill being going back into the Matrix, right? And being ignorant to the truth, right? So, from my understanding, red pill is to be awakened. This is the way of nature of specifically for men. I know there's a political aspect to it as well, but for men that be aware of what the nature of woman is. And then you had the blue pill and said, be listening. And I'm just gonna keep going with blinders on. But to continue on the different pills, I'm going to quickly say is a black pill meaning the extreme version of the red pill, where the person is what we call in the online community incels, right? Incels are people who are involuntarily celibate, and basically they known to become violent and other things, right? Then you have the purple pill, which is between the red and blue pill, where it's just like a middle ground. Then you have the white pill, which is the extreme version of, I believe, of the red pill, no, blue pill, okay? And then I think there's another one. I think I said pretty much stated all of them. So I just wanted to get that out there so we can talk about that.
So let me ask you this.
Well,
so
hold on.
Exactly, no, I need some understanding.
Oh, go ahead.
What is the opposite of the? So I want to understand what the white pill is, as far as being the opposite of the blue pill.
Definition, quickly, the definition I have right in front of me. So basically, let's see. I just had it in front of me. Shit. Okay, give me 1 second. The blue pill, white pill. The white pill refers to an optimistic worldview in the face of diversity. Like the red pill and the black pill, the white pill is not limited to a single subculture. It is used by extremists of all stripes. Being white pill is believing in whatever movement you belong to and feeling good about your role within it. Okay, so I got it wrong. For instance, when President Trump declared the certain UN representatives should go back where they came from. White supremacist podcast that Nick Fuentes wrote on Telegram. I'm totally white pill by this latest Trump controversy. So it's basically going all in on whatever pill you taking and, you know, doubling down, essentially. So I got it wrong. I thought the white pill was extreme version of red pill. Red pill actually stands alone.
Okay.
Wow.
Chicken and Beef said Team E pill.
Is that me?
Oh, the E pill gives me.
Well,
game.
no, I
That's what
like
he said.
as far as. Well, no, you kind of got it wrong as far as like the purple pill. The purple pill is kind of between the red and the blue pill. From how it's explained is, the purple pill is you how to say, you have like the mind capacity of the red pill, but like you're still dealing with like how to say, you're still dealing with marriage and all the other stuff, but you know that you respect female nature. So like, let's say you lose your job or something like that, your means of support, you know, she's out on the first thing smoking, because female nature, from my understanding, female nature is that, you know, like they're selfish. You know what I'm saying? And they're selfish for a reason. It's not like, you know, oh yeah, well, I don't want to fuck with this dude because you know what I'm saying, he's a nice guy, but he's ugly. Yeah, in a sense it is like that. You know, they deal with the alpha man because the alpha man is, you know what I'm saying, well, the alpha male, you know what I'm saying, the guy with status and or the looks or whatever have you, because they want to have their children so they can go on with civilization. You know what I'm saying? They can continue civilization, at least from what I got it. You know what I'm saying? So at least that's what I got from my research.
So
what did Benny say?
Say that's problematic. That kind of thinking is problematic to me.
I mean, it's problematic, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least from what I got it.
Regardless of the purple pill, I think we need to start talking about like is the MGTOW movement overall. I mean, I know that Miles doesn't really subscribe to the title of MGTOW and what, but he. My question to Miles is this: how do you feel about this manosphere title and what it represents, and do you subscribe to anything within that, or do you feel like it's completely out of what you are about?
Well, so like I said, you know, game is or life strategy encompasses pretty much all types of philosophies. But it has to do with understanding your identity and having a healthy, positive outlook on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish with your life. Now, if you looking at the manosphere and all the pills and all the things, what I really see is just a bunch of, I see a bunch of guys trying to figure things out. And I have no problem with that. You understand? Because just like in religion, in Christianity alone, you have so many denominations because you have people just they come from different regions. They come from different backgrounds. And so you got Seventh-day Adventists, Episcopalian, Orthodox, all this different stuff. And that's cool. I don't have no problem with it, because the point of the matter is, if you need to go to church every Sunday so you can do another 7 days of this thing we call life, then if that's what you need to do, please do it. You understand? Because we're still fragile as human beings. And a lot of times we need that guidance. We need that to recharge on our philosophies and on our perspectives so we can make it through the week. So I get it. But at the same time, I can't box myself into any one philosophy, because life is much more complicated than that. You understand what I'm saying? And if you ask me questions on each particular one, I can give you my criticisms. Like, for example, for MGTOW, I think MGTOW is redundant, right? Because I believe that every man is supposed to be going his own way. You understand? I believe in masculine identity. I have something called the Masculine Identity Membership. It's right there on my name bar, masculineidentitymembership.com. And what the basic goal of my membership is to get guys in touch with who they truly are. Because as a man, you should be going your own direction, regardless of female nature, regardless of, what other guys are doing, regardless of society, regardless of social media. You should, because listen, if you look at the gender sign for the male, it's a circle with an arrow. You understand? So that means you have 360 degrees of possibilities to go your own direction, whichever direction you want to go in. So if you say that you're a man, you should already be going your own way. Why? Because God and nature created you absolutely different from every other person on this planet. So what did God and nature say? God and nature gave you the opportunity to go your own way because you are an individual. You have your own fingerprint. Every fingerprint is different. Even if you got a twin out there somewhere or a doppelganger out there somewhere, it's still going to be a different fingerprint. So that means when you lay your hands on this earth, you are supposed to make a difference before you die based on your identity and who you are. So just as an example, if I had to give a criticism of MGTOW, it's redundant because you should already be going your own way based on your identity. You understand? So if I understand that by understanding game and life strategy, why would I have to put myself into a subcategory of MGTOW? You see what I'm saying? So that's where it kind of stands for me.
So my question to you.
No, I feel you. I definitely feel you on that, man. Like, at first I kind of sorry, Eric. At first, like when I first heard about MGTOW on this other stuff, I was like, the fuck's going on here? You know what I'm saying? But then I'm not gonna lie to you, from the videos I kept seeing and from the content creators that I follow, shout out to all of them, True Story and it's a whole bunch of other guys too, Alpha Male Strategies, all of them. You know what I'm saying? I kind of fell into that, to the preachings of, well, yeah, MGTOW, men going their own way, trying to build the best version of yourself and all that good stuff. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I fell into that category. We gotta get Ad out that coat. Ad, we love you, bro. Holy shit. Chicken and beef is on fire today, B. Got jokes.
Man.
So Ad, your rebuttal or your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Miles. I use it as a means to start a conversation because all I like to do is just bring the awareness to this is a piece that's out there. For some men, again, it's like me grabbing. What I like to do is I just like to just grab and have knowledge. And when the time comes when I have an experience, I have something where I can be like, okay, this makes a reference to it. So like I said, for me, philosophies wise, I agree with Miles. I just don't only get the ideas of MGTOW, but I also include Stoicism. I include what I've learned from different types of religions. I've created my own type of philosophy in my own life. But the thing is, the core is I take core aspects from each one of them and see how either they've been woven together, where they come from, and use those, you can say, in a sense, the positive aspects of it just to continue pushing forward. I use it more so as just a talking piece to be like, oh, do you know what this is about? Okay. Get them a conversation. And then to really let people know that honestly, any type of, if you want to say cult, any type of religion, any type of philosophy that you get into is a way of life. So I like to understand people's reasonings and their ways of life. So then it makes a sense for what they're doing in their life. So it's okay, now I understand why you want to do this in particular because of the fact that you started off learning about this, but now it's helped you transform yourself to this, but you didn't take away all the other quote unquote negative aspects. Because again, we talk about religion. There's so many negative aspects in religion. Talk about what? There's feminism, there's negative aspects in feminism. There's always going to be like that in every group. And that's because of we're not perfect as humans.
Right. I want to say real quick, I hear you guys talking about pills and this and that, but there's a whole nother one called the passport bros of the travel gang. That's a whole nother sector too, of guys who their whole thing is they believe that women in the United States are not worth their salt. So their whole thing is to go to other countries to try to find companionship, dating, and wives.
Shout out to the passport bros, by the way. I fucked with them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let me chime in real quick, because I'll tell you my personal issue with certain men with this mode of thinking, like Kevin Samuels. I'm going to answer that question, sir. Booze the bizzle. My issue with Kevin Samuels was he set up a construct and a kind of he wanted to fashion women in a certain way, like a woman should be a certain height, or a woman should look this way, a woman shouldn't be a BBW and shouldn't be this or that. Like he was constructing like his idea of a perfect woman, and like, and then he died in his own contradiction. Like that's for me, that's kind of, it's a bit laughable.
So, Steph, can I ask you a question? Because this
Yeah.
is what I thought initially as well, right? And regardless, he's just a figurehead, right? He doesn't matter like about the philosophy or whatever. But my question with that is this: from what I remember seeing, and I don't have love for Kevin Samuel. I have no, anybody pretty much in in that toxic mode. But there was one particular clip that I think everybody was aware of, that a woman called into the show, and he was asking her questions, and she was a person who was bigger, and he said, realistically, do you think that is what you can attain? And I think a lot of people jumped on that. So I'm not saying that he wasn't in that mode of thinking or whatever have you. I'm just saying we need to be more in the context over the person and just not focus on one specific thing. When one specific person does, or one specific moment in their life. Regardless, like I said, Steph, I'm not saying you're going to become a big fan, number one fan or whatever, or you should. I'm just saying, like, I think people need to, anybody, for example, there's a gentleman, I think a lot of people know Jordan Peterson, people attack him constantly, but they don't really know his philosophy and what he's really about. And when you start getting into it and start learning, you're like, this motherfucker's right. Like, majority and he's a clinical psychologist. So it's like, people tend to jump on one small thing and out of context. And that's something I want to discuss as well. Like taking one specific thing out of context and running with it and not looking at the overall message.
No, well, this is me coming from a place where I've seen a few of Kevin Samuel's videos. And like I said, there's some things I do agree with, but there are a lot more things that I don't agree with. And that's one aspect of his overall message that I don't agree with. Like, I feel like there's so many men out here that want to construct like the perfect woman and what she should look like, what she should act like, how, whatnot, like, and not accepting not just the woman, just a person for who they are. If that's not the person that you want in your life, or that's not the woman that you want in your life, I mean, there's so many others that you can choose from. But that's also the beauty of like dealing with women. Like there's a variety.
Right. Well, Steph, hold on. I gotta. Oh, hey, what's going on, Popsy?
Hey, Popsy.
What's going on, Popsy?
What's going on? Speaking of the perfect woman, chicken and beef sandwich.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, introducing Popsy B in the building. Popsy, what's goody?
Hey, y'all. Can you hear me?
She's a day one rando, by the way. Day one rando.
Yeah, Rando's in the building, and co-host of Randumb Thoughtz After Dark, which we're gonna start sometime sooner or later. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only here being greedy. Wait, but can y'all for real tell me what these pills are about? What's this, Viagra?
Yo, all right. All right, man. Yo, let's anyway, look, I'm not even gonna get into all that, yo.
Wow. I don't know the difference of these little pills. Can you just explain it for real?
Are you taking?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, that's what we're talking about right now. We're breaking down all the different pills and their philosophies.
And on top of that,
back to Steph though.
Go ahead.
So the main thing, and this is where like life skills comes in for people.
Sorry to cut you out. Popsy, can you put your phone sideways, because we're not getting you in the frame. Just like hold it sideways.
Yeah, we're just getting the top of your head.
Your face though too. We would like to see your face. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you good.
You're good.
You good.
Now, so the main thing I know that a lot of people are missing out on, and they're not a lot of people, but it's like learning how to use discernment when you're looking at a lot of information, because you just don't take it for what it is, but you definitely take away what makes sense to you, to a point where it helps you to grow. So, but I don't know, again, people's mindsets when it comes to, all right, all this information that I'm seeing. If I don't like the content, then I don't have to rock with the content. But if I learned one thing from it, I was like, okay, at least I took that away. But being able to use discernment is very important. And then to your point, Steph, what was happening with Kevin Samuels in particular is, and I caught it in the beginning, is that he was put in a framework that's already been put out there for millenniums before. He didn't come up with that whole setup of the high value man, but he ended up putting in a framework because of a lot of the unrealistic and ideas of what people were trying to get in, thinking of percentages wise. And he just framed it that way so that for folks, he only talked about people who literally were in that percentage. But some of the guys and some of the women ran with it so much that they felt like they were in that percentage when there wasn't. So it just got everything mixed and confused to a point where you got a dude who lives at home, who is not getting on his job, living with his mom over here and just bumming off of stuff, thinking like, okay, I need to get me an 8, 9, and a 10. And that's not the case. He's done that where prior to speaking to women, he spoke to men. And he would really grill some of the men because, yeah, honestly, a lot of us, we're missing out on that family piece. So if you didn't have a dad to help mold you, didn't have a mother at home to also help mold you, that's why a lot of these people reach out to, like Eric said, these figureheads and try to find some way.
But see, here's the problem.
Get this learning. But go ahead.
Sorry, my apologies. Here's the problem. Here's the main problem of all this shit. And this is my opinion. Nobody, like, well, first of all, men won't accept reality. Women won't accept the truth. You know what I'm saying? And well, I'm sorry. Like that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Men will not accept reality. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. Men will not accept reality. There are, when I mean by that is, okay, just like how somebody here said, like, yo, you find these I think you said it, Steph. You find these beautiful women that cats want to get with. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, she knows she's beautiful. You ain't got a chance in fucking getting that chick. You know what I'm saying? You won't stay in your lane. You wanna jump the lane. That's not really Excuse
true.
me?
Steph, can you?
No, I said. So, excuse me. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Can I please finish?
Can I finish? Thank you. You got some of these guys that step out of their lane thinking that they can get a check at whatever level. Listen, here's the reality of it. Women date up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, you got your Tad and Tyrones and, you know, your guys, you know, your 9-to-5ers that, you know, they get whatever women they can or whatever. And you might have a few that may luck out, but for the most part, women date up. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that men need to realize. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as the women, you know what I'm saying? You will not accept the truth. Like what?
I'm giving you the look, right? I'm giving you the look, right?
I don't care.
You know I don't agree with you on that. Women date up. Are you?
For the most part.
Have you not looked at my life and seen the women that I've dated? Some of them.
Steph, you are a rarity. You are a rarity. All right.
The point is that it's
like possible. Why is it triggering you? Because I'm not talking.
Stephanie, you can't speak the same thing because no offense, you're not a man.
No, but
it doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter how you look. At the end of the day, you got titties under that
not
shirt.
Taking the position of a
man. And lesbian, we tend to go with our feelings and who cares about us when it comes to other women. It's not just about looks. For women who like other women, majority of the time, it's not about looks. Now, if you was a dude, maybe you might not have that same thing. I'm just being honest. We do date up. Most majority of us.
Hold on, guys. We have.
If we look good.
Let me say this, Lyric. Let me just say this.
All right, go ahead.
This is what Lyric said. Lyric said women date up. He didn't say whether it was a woman dating a woman or a woman dating a man. He said women date up. That is.
I'm just clarifying.
No, but I'm just this. But this is the argument.
I wasn't going based on
the argument that I'm rebutting. Again,
Anyway,
Popsy,
we
this is the
have
argument I'm rebutting. That has
Anyway,
nothing to do with whether a woman's dating a woman or a woman's dating a man.
It
I'm
is.
talking about the statement. No, I'm talking about the statement of women dating up. That's a general statement.
That's what I'm saying. Majority of women do date up stuff.
Lyric.
That's true. If they look good, they're not gonna go with somebody that doesn't look just as good as they do. There's very few girls that'll be like, let me take ugly ass Tyrone because he got a nice heart. They gonna take ugly ass Tyrone if he got a bank account. That's about it.
I can't refute what Popsy meant in most cases, but lyrics. Can you clarify what you're saying? Men don't understand reality, or not in reality, or don't want to believe in reality?
Yeah, elaborate.
Wait, I couldn't hear you. You were breaking up. What happened?
No, we were telling you to elaborate on your.
Well, before I elaborate on my statement, we have notes on the line. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to let you guys know that real quick. We have notes on the line. So, notes, what's goody?
Hey, what's up, man? I almost lost my train of thought. I literally almost lost my train of thought right now. But okay, so, fuck, man, I got to think of it again.
Well, while you think about it, let me explain.
You were talking about Kevin Samuels. You said you wanted to speak your piece on that.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So, Avid said it, also Poppy said it. Everybody, even Eric said it. So I've seen a couple of clips, a bunch of clips on Kevin Samuels, like that. Even also, I forgot the other guy. His name is Miles. His name is Miles, right? The guy.
Yeah, he's here. Miles Cunningham.
How you doing? The stuff that you were saying before I heard about the Kevin Samuels, you're right. You're right. I think that whole movement is kind of bullshit, well, you said redundant, right? Redundant. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, you said,
Miles, you're on mute.
My bad. What's up?
Sorry.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you were saying the movement was redundant. I didn't mean to say bullshit. That was my words. But you said it was redundant, and like I agree as well too. And also when you were saying you said the Lizzo and Aretha Franklin thing, which is true. What you were saying was true. Like a lot of people. What my train of thought here? Goddamn. Fuck. Hold on. Damn, I had it too. I'm so sorry. I had it, but I lost it. But man, I'm so sorry. I had it all together too. I really did.
Popsy. Yeah, I was about to say you had to turn the phone around.
You know what? Okay.
No, I am, but I'm multitasking.
You know what? I lost my train of thought. Don't worry about it. It'll come to me later.
All right. Well, it's good to have you on the show notes. You know what I'm saying? Original Rando right here, man. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, getting back to this, man.
What did you mean when you said men have trouble accepting reality? Please explain.
That's what you were saying. Okay. Men have trouble accepting reality. I thought I did explain it. Anyway, what I mean by accepting reality, these young dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like the younger dudes, they do have trouble accepting reality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants this pretty woman. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants the tens and all that. But in order for you to get the tens, you have to work on yourself and, say up your status. Like I said, women date up. You know what I'm saying? As far as status wise is concerned, when it comes to dating between men and women, Steph, men and women. All right. I just wanted to clarify that, what I'm saying, before Steph rips into my ass again. You know what I'm saying?
The point was initially you did not make that distinction. I'm just
but you knew. I meant to say that.
Nope.
But Popsy did.
Nope, you gotta say
he did.
No, you have to say it.
And Chicken and Beef said men date up too. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Men would like to. You meant to say chicken and beef. Men would like to date up. Yeah, I mean, of course, that's what's up. But like realistically, in order for you to date up status wise with a woman, your status has to be up. Plain and simple. I mean, yeah, of course you got a few Chatter Tyrones or a few guys that end up lucking out. You know what I'm saying? They end up excuse me. They end up getting the girl, by some sort of luck. You know what I'm saying? But then think about it. If they can't handle their business and continue to handle their business throughout, eventually that woman is going to either going to cheat, she's going to walk out on you. You know what I'm saying? Like most of these guys cannot accept female nature for what it is. Yes, it's very pig-headed to say and all that, but especially nowadays where how these younger women are acting, you know what I'm saying? And they acting more selfish by the second. They acting more fuck you type by the second. Let's be realistic here. I'm gonna hurt some fucking feelings.
So
okay,
can I just let me
No, say what you gotta say, Steph. Rebuttal. Go ahead.
Because for me, your argument is problematic because I don't understand what women are dating. I don't understand the distinction between whether it's a male or a female. You know, it to me it doesn't quite measure up or make sense to me. Make it make sense to me because it doesn't.
So we're all equal.
No, but the thing is, it would never make sense for you because
if that's the thinking and the mentality of a woman, it should be that mentality and thinking across the board, whether it's male or female or trans.
But see, here's
what have you.
But
here's the problem.
That doesn't happen.
But are we talking? This is what my question is. Are we talking about hookup culture, or are we talking about someone who's looking to marry? Because there's a difference between hooking up and dating and getting.
We're talking about it overall. Let me make myself crystal clear here.
I'm trying to disagree with you.
We're talking.
I've seen some bum ass dudes with some beautiful women, and they have no reason to be with them. So that means women not always to date up. I think or looking to.
I got you.
Like he said, there's those few Tyrones, those very
Please
few. There's not a lot of them.
Ramos is talking, y'all. Please don't talk when Ramos is talking. Thank you.
Ramos.
And a lot of Tinas too, because I've seen some questionable looking women with some very good looking dudes. This is a question. This is where the argument lies. I don't think everything is completely 100 because there is a lot of gray areas when it comes to that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So look, I will say this. We can argue the exception all day. We can do that. But honestly, we're still talking in the general society. Not everybody is exceptional. Because if we're doing that, then the bell curve is not going to make any sense, or any type of curve is not going to make any sense anymore. If you a 10, then they a 10, then he a 10, they a 10, they a 10, and then literally that means everybody is just average. So in this particular case, I'm not saying, yes, there are going to be those exceptions, but if we have an 80% over a 20%, are we going to focus on the 20%, or are we going to focus on the 80%?
So my question is...
We're going to focus on the 80.
Ed, let me ask you a question, all right? Everybody wants something better, right? Everybody. Let's be real with it. Everybody can agree with that. You want something better. You want something that you feel is either equal to you or you have to attain because you feel you deserve the best, right? That's people in general.
Yeah.
No matter woman or man, whatever. Okay. We were lyrics in the same that men do not believe reality, women don't truth. I'm not sure the truth thing, but this is where women have the same thing because they want the whole idea of this generation. They're talking about they want the man with the big bank account. Not every man has a big bank account. Some men just make good money, and a lot of you have a situation where it's going to be this person is trying to change something that's crazy and out of their means, or they're going to have to settle. And we've seen a lot happening now in the society where there's a lot of people settling. So,
and that's sorry. And that's what I mean by women will not accept the truth. You know what I'm saying? There are guys that are making like, let's say $40,000, $50,000 a year. Now, before this inflation shit happened, Like a guy could buy a house with $50,000. Making $50,000 a year. The guy, he can maintain a house making $50,000 a year, and you'll be good. But now these women are like, well, it's not that type of house. I don't want that type of house. I mean, the house is a fucking house. You know what I'm saying? I was watching it on one video where they were talking about that shit. I'm like, a house is a house, but no, I want the bigger house. I want the $1,000 house. And like, bitch, don't get me started on that, man. But what I'm saying is they will not just settle for the working man. You know how much a garbage man makes after 5 years? The garbage man makes what, $75,000 to like maybe $90,000 a year, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, trust me, these guys with these jobs, they make good money where they can take care of a family off of good money. No, but you want the 6-figure nigga, or you want the $1 million nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's like they want it all. You know what I'm saying? They want this what I like to call the 6-figure nigga, the male unicorn. Guy gotta have the biggest dick. He gotta have a whole shit ton of money. He gotta have the nice car, the nice house, great father to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Or a great stepfather. You know what I'm saying? All types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something real quick?
Do your thing, bro.
Yeah, I think that women, what a woman is really looking for, what she's really, really looking for, is leadership. That's what a woman is really looking for. Or a woman is really looking for leadership. And where can she find leadership? She can only find leadership with a guy that knows who he is. Because all the stuff y'all talking about, money and jobs and all of this other extra nonsense, or in my opinion, nonsense, is that it doesn't. We're not talking about compatibility. What we're talking about is acceptance and settling. So it's like, oh, I'll accept the guy who makes a certain amount, or I'll accept the guy who can manage, has enough resources to take care of a family and all of this and all of that. But can we talk about compatibility for a second? Can we talk about, and how do we figure out if we're compatible with somebody? That each person who's trying to figure out compatibility has to be honest about their identity, so I can try to mix and match with your compatibility. That's the only way it's going to work. What you really have in society these days is that there's a bunch of people running around basing their life off of internet narratives, so they don't know who they are. So when they actually get together and try to force a triangle peg into a square hole, the relationship works for maybe the first couple of months or whatever, and then it ultimately fails. Because what happens is nobody knew who they were in the beginning, and everybody's still trying to figure out who they are towards the end. So then all of these relationships end. That's what to me, that's what really happens. People don't really take the time to understand who they truly are. Because, for example, so many people are just trying to figure out if they actually believe in marriage or monogamy. So many people are still trying to figure that part out. You understand? So many people are trying to figure out if they identify as a man or a woman. So many people are still trying to figure out if they're MGTOW, this pill, that pill, whatever. And all of these are based on, like I said, internet narratives. And it's like, until you know who you are, you understand, you will not be, until you know the shape of your puzzle piece, you will not be able to lock in with the shape of another person's puzzle piece. You understand? And that's, to me, that's really it. Because too many people are seeking acceptance instead of compatibility.
Right.
There's no such thing as dating with purpose right now.
Right.
Because again,
we
can't just say only, we can't, I'm not going to just be like, oh yeah, this is only on their fault. Yeah, no, there's a part of where you have to take accountability as an adult, as a human being, that, you know, I got to get my stuff straight together before I even want to go and work with somebody else. Because if you don't, guess what? You wonder why we got so many people that's over here traumatizing people within this data scene, and why being in toxic relationships are such a thing and it's such a norm. Is because of the fact that, yeah, I don't want to take back time to process, look at myself in the mirror and get myself together before I go and add to somebody else's life. Again, we're not trying to subtract from people, but most of the time it seems like we want to, but we're supposed to be an addition to that person. We're not supposed to bring that person fulfillment and happiness. We're supposed to be an addition. But the thing is, with all of this, like red pill, blue pill, manosphere, all the other different perspectives, it's hard for people, again, to take that time to reflect and be introspective. And I feel like that's one thing we've also lacked in the education system. We teach each other supposed to teach the kids how to be effective and critical analytical learners, but only at what we want you to see versus your experience that you're having. Because guess what? Not everybody has your experience. So I just noticed that there's just not a lot of intention and purpose when dating. Most of the time it's just those carnal desires just to get out, knowing that I don't want to end up being here. Like, I just want to just get what I need, get out, or I'm gonna ghost you and that's it. Not knowing like why are you doing that. Most of it is because you running away for something else. You're using this as an escapism.
Right, but and to add to what you're saying, those carnal desires could be your purpose. Just be real about it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Your carnal desire.
You're 100% right.
The end all and be all for everyone is not marriage. Let's be clear. But it's not the fact that you're not about marriage. It's the fact that you act like you are to get in her pants. And then once you smash a couple times you get tired of her, then you ghost her. And that's the part that hurts. That's the part that pisses her off, because you said you was about this. You said you was about this, bro. So what's up? Oh, I wasn't really about that. I just wanted to smash a couple times. Yo, you could have. Let me tell you, a lot of guys don't understand this because they're not even confident enough to really understand what I'm saying. But there are women out there that if you tell them, yo, I'm really just trying to smash a couple times, she'll be like, all right, nigga, let's go. You understand? And y'all can smash a couple times and then keep it the fuck moving. No harm, no foul, no lies, no problems, no drama. You see what I'm saying? But so many cats, they look at themselves and they're like, man, girls ain't gonna go for that. A woman is not gonna she's not gonna want to hear what I'm really trying to say. Me, on the other hand, because I love myself more than the perception of anybody on this planet, I am first willing to let you know exactly what I'm about. So once you have the information, then you can say yes or no confidently, right? So if you do decide to get in bed with me, when we get up out of bed, you already know what it is. So when I get up and put on my clothes, don't fucking call you. You don't feel bad. You don't feel bad because you already knew what it was.
Preach, brother.
I
Preach.
wholeheartedly agree.
Hold on. I'm with you.
I never thought I would agree.
I 100%. I agree. Yo, Miles, I think, like Miles, I'm gonna keep it a bean 100%. I think we all agree with you when you just said that shit, man. You really spoke some gospel right there. Like Chicken and Beef said, yo, preach, Pastor Miles. Like, yo, I had to laugh at that shit. Yo, but like, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, also the compatibility part, you know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you 100% on that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, let's be real. Like, this new generation of motherfuckers, like, compatibility is damn near out the window. That's the thing in the past. That's the thing that we think about. Like, our generation, like late 30s, early 40s, and older. Like these 20-something-year-old motherfuckers, and even I feel sorry for the younger generation because it's all about money. Like, who got the fattest pockets, who got the bigger dick, who got the wetter coochie, all type of superficial bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, that these kids, deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like the beliefs that we have is gonna be a thing of the past. You probably have a few kids that believe in that, but for the most part, everything is so superficial and so bullshit like, you know what I'm saying? They got some shit called, what is it, a situationship. And from my understanding, situationships is, we're going to talk about that next week, by the way. But I'm just going to touch on this real quick right now. A situationship basically is a relationship where you get the benefits of a monogamous relationship, but you don't handle the responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? You don't deal with the major responsibilities of a monogamous relationship. It's like basically saying, all right, well, we're going to do this, that, the third, but then when the hard shit come down, oh, I don't want nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you for the candy, flowers, and the dates and the movies and all this other shit. And yeah, even the possible sex and all that. Yeah, that was great. But when it comes down to the fucked up part in the relationship, where, you know what I'm saying, like the hard road where you try to hold each other down. Oh, I don't want no part of that. That ain't me. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. Nah, son, if you're gonna be in a relationship, be in a relationship. If you're gonna fuck, you're gonna fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, at least keep it a beam.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me chime in.
Go ahead, Sted. Go ahead.
I was gonna chime in and say it's I'm gonna say that it's who said it? The young people being young, you gotta relax, they'll come around. Here's the thing,
All
man.
right.
I think a lot of these young kids don't have the foundation that we had. Like, I had both parents. You had both parents. Like,
to a
Eric
fault,
had both
yeah.
parents. Like, but there was a structure in place for us.
Right.
So we had some kind of understanding. We had some foundation. We had someone kind of steering us. These younger kids don't necessarily have that. They grew up in single parent homes.
Oh, wait, whoa. Let me back.
With dysfunctional families. Let me finish.
Good thing. Go ahead.
They
Sorry.
grew up with these dysfunctional families or single parents that, and also, you know, a lot of them had children young, and they were learning as they were raising the child. So you have a lot of like teenage parents, you know, out here raising kids that are close to their age, and they're both going through an evolution. So I think with these young kids, they're learning a little later than us because we already had the foundation. We had someone steering us and guiding us and telling us, oh, this is what you should avoid. This is what you should go for, like so on and so forth. So it helped us develop who we are. They don't necessarily have that now. Now they're learning on their own. They have to go through life to learn their lessons. So they may not, you know, become us until they're in their 30s, mid 30s, what have you.
So well, no, see, the thing is, I wanted to say you kind of speak for yourself on that. Like, even though I had both parents, when it came to that, the whole thing of learning about relationships, I learned that from street niggas. I learned that from street niggas. I learned it from players. I learned it from like pimps. That's who I learned it from. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother and father didn't talk to me anything about relationships till I was in my 20s when I already knew what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? They try to protect me from that, but it's like I said, when you hang out with friends that, you know, that's getting it, you know what I'm saying? Like left and right, you know what I'm saying? They talking to chicks, they smashing chicks and all that. And you're pleading with your parents to teach you about the birds and the bees, and they don't. How the fuck you think I'm gonna learn it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can only speak for myself on it. And there were kids like that, or even worse. Like I told you, damn near all my friends, they didn't even know they had a father. You know what I'm saying? So they had to learn off their mothers or from the street. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, thank God I had my kid at 25, you know what I'm saying? 26 or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Slim's comment, and this is what I want to say real quick. Okay. I don't agree that is this current generation. I think it's our generation that fucks shit up. And I'm explaining to you why I believe that. I believe that because we came from the generation of that we don't have to do shit, right? We're the beginning of what they call the millennials, right? Like we don't have to obtain or go hard for shit. So what we do, those kids people who never grew up, who are man children or woman children, what have you, cats onto their children. So we're talking about this, and why do I believe this? Why I believe this is because we are in a society now where there's abundance, right? More abundance than there was before, and more abundance probably in other countries. So what we have, when you don't have shit to do, you fucking lay back and fucking just wait and just bullshit.
Easy times make weak people.
Exactly, and that's our.
No, that's a fact.
And we passing on to the next generation. I'm not saying you did that or I did that, but I'm saying our generation. We need to take accountability for our generation. We have big beans and fucking whatever bullshit that came along with to take our minds off of what was really the real issue, the real shit that we need to take care of. That's it.
Okay, well, I mean, I agree with you to an extent. Yeah, you're right. Our generation was was the beginning of the fuckery that's going on now with these kids. But then you also have to understand when hearts get broken, or when like you got girls talking about like fuck love, fuck relationships, and acting all crazy and out of place. You can't blame these men for wanting to get passports and going to other countries. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't blame motherfuckers
to blame men for everything.
What happened?
I'm a firm believer that I blame men for everything. I blame men for everything.
Can you please elaborate on that, Miles?
Okay, so I'm a firm believer, in the natural order, and I purposely say natural because a lot of people love to act like gravity and shit like that don't exist. The natural order of things is nature or God, whatever you subscribe to, man, women, then children. So since we can't control nature, or we can't control God, or whatever the higher power is that you subscribe to, we can't control that. So right below that is man. That's what I believe. Men have all the responsibility in everything. So if you have a problem with how women are behaving in your society, look to the men. If you have a problem with the way children are behaving in society, look to the men. You understand? That's literally what I believe. I put the responsibility on men. You understand? It is up to us to be leaders. It is. I don't like, when men say shit like, "Oh, I'm insecure." That's so bad, because if men are here to provide leadership, security, and access to resources. So how can the person that is charged with the challenge to provide security be insecure? You see what I'm saying? Once the men become insecure, then the women have nothing to follow. If the women have nothing to follow, then the children run wild, and then a whole bunch of other things start to influence the children, and then that totally ruins generation. That's generational, psychology that just goes to hell. You understand? Because it's not the parents raising the kids anymore. It's the schools and the social media narratives and all that other stuff that's raising our children now. You see what I'm saying? But to me, it is the men who drop the ball. Because even the guys, you just said something about guys going to other countries. These guys go to other countries because they say, because the women are nicer. The women are more submissive. The women just want to hang out with you because you're a guy that wants to have a good time. Guess where the women found those cultural behaviors? Where the women of South America, where did they learn to be so submissive to masculine leadership? They learned that from the men in their society. You understand? In this society, for whatever reason, we allowed women to run amok, because it all started with political correctness. Political correctness kind of morphed into, Me Too movement, and then Me Too movement morphed into Believe Every Woman, and then Believe Every Woman morphed into, now we're being censored on social media, because if a man says that, it's his responsibility to protect a woman, then he needs to be censored. You understand? Because he's representing toxic masculinity. You understand? Again, my whole thing is, if men are not in a leadership position, if we don't have the strength to lead, then everything in society crumbles after that. So to me, it's men's fault.
I don't know.
Natural order. You don't have to agree.
I don't know where this idea of natural order came from.
Okay, can you impregnate me? Can you impregnate me?
No, I can't.
Okay, natural order.
But okay, again, I don't. Again, that doesn't
shit, I love this.
That doesn't say anything about the natural order.
I love this.
You come together. It takes both to make a baby.
Steph,
and even then, let me finish.
The process has a sequence.
You talked. Let me finish. You come together. You can't have a baby without the sperm and the egg coming together. That's a fact.
What organism did you say first? What organism did you say first? What did you say first?
I said the sperm.
Okay, thank you.
But it takes you're talking about the order. Again, it takes both to make the baby. Doesn't matter who came first. They have to come together to make the baby.
No,
again, I don't understand. I don't understand that thinking. And again, Lyrics and I had this talk the other day.
Yeah, we actually did. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Right, talking about men being providers and whatnot. Women provide too. Women have to provide while they're carrying the baby. They provide their first view of the world. They educate them while they're in the womb. The baby is listening and taking in information.
Who protects you while you're
pregnant?
Who protects you while you're pregnant? Who provides security while you're pregnant?
I understand that, but I'm talking about also women providing as far as protecting they protect the baby as well.
I protect you.
They're providing the nutrition to make that baby.
I protect you. You protect the baby. Natural order. God, man, woman, children. We're done.
It's all working together. I don't care what came first or what happened. It's all working together to create this baby.
There's a sequence. There's a sequence.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It all works together.
Wait, God.
All components of
the alphabet. Look at
the
alphabet. Just put them in any order you want. Look at the
man does nothing.
Order you want. Go ahead.
Wait, excuse me. What, Shaquilla?
One. Make three. Please.
What do you mean, Shaquilla?
Wait, what does Shaquilla say? So, Shaquilla says a man does nothing. What do you mean by that? Please elaborate, Shaquilla, because I like don't get cut off on here, please.
Troll. That's a troll.
Oh, all right. God protects, not a man. LOL. Okay. Yeah, she's talking shit. Like we don't deal with that.
Chicken and beef.
Chicken and beef said I come first all the time. Yo, this nigga. I love chicken and beef. Yo, chicken and beef. You're an idiot. But guys, listen. I get what you, Steph. I get what you're saying. And like I said, we had this conversation before. Although Miles makes a very powerful point.
How?
You know what I'm saying? He makes a very powerful point. This is the natural.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when it's the sausage party going on.
Steph, I love your tenacity and it's admirable, but it's so futile though.
How is it futile? Again,
because you can't.
One does not work without the other. They're components. Just like making a meal. You can't make a meal without.
Yeah, nigga. I've been cussing all fucking time, man. Fuck you talking about?
Nature. You can't fuck with nature. Feel how you want to feel. You can't fuck with
nature.
Feel how you want to.
That is nature.
I'm sorry.
All those components are nature. It doesn't matter what order they come in. It doesn't matter if the man comes first. The woman does. It doesn't matter. They're all needed to make it work.
Reach inside and give me your egg, and I'll come back with a baby. Then reach inside, give me your egg, and I'll come back with it. Come on, man, stop. This is why. This is
again. You're not even listening to yourself.
You see this right here. You see this right here. This right here. Men in society listen to shit like this, and then they just give up and let women run wild, and then that's when the society starts to fucking crumble because we let women start to believe anything they want against natural order.
But you're not even listening to yourself. You said let women give me your egg. And I'll make a baby. You still need both to make the baby.
Okay, cool.
Listen. Hold on, guys. Guys, hold on.
Please, hold on. Steph.
All right.
I just want you to understand that there is an order, a sequence, and or a direction to every process in nature. Do you agree? Yes or no?
I agree. Yes.
Okay, all I'm saying is it has to come from me to the woman. It has to go from me, the man, to the woman. That's the direction. That's the sequence. That's the order. That's all I'm saying. See, when men say shit like this, women just automatically get into their feelings and think that I'm trying to diminish their role in nature. I'm not trying to diminish anything. All I'm saying is that there is a sequence, though. I have to come first. Like Chicken and Beef said, a nigga gotta come first. So no, because look,
in your argument, you are diminishing the woman's role.
Let me finish real quick. Let's take, you see, and a big part of the reason why you even have the luxury to get into your feelings is because of all these modern day conveniences. All the way back, what happened was I impregnate you. And you have to gestate for right? So let's take it all the way back. I gotta put you in the cave. I gotta fucking set the fire, and then Lyrics, chill. You laughing?
No, all right. No. Whoa,
Yo,
Miles.
I can't hear. I can't hear myself talk.
All right. Do your thing. Go ahead, bro. Hold on. After you finish, we'll go into final thoughts. Go ahead.
So understand what I'm saying. I impregnate the woman. The woman needs security. The woman needs security and nourishment to gestate my child for those 9 months, right? So that means I have to put her in a secure place. I have to leave her in the cave and start a fire so she stays warm and gestates the offspring. Then I gotta go out and I gotta hunt. That's the reason for it. There's a reason for it. It's not because God is laughing at women or God thinks that women are less than. It's just the process. So therefore, I gotta go out and bring back meat that I've hunted to keep you fed so you can bring this child to birth. That's how it works. It's not when a man says stuff like this, if women could take it easy and stop getting in their feelings. Women, of course, both the sperm and the egg is very important, but one gotta come first. Because once I impregnate you, you're in a vulnerable state for 9 whole months. That means I got to be the one out there protecting you. That's why I'm the closest to God. That's why that nonsense that Shaquilla said don't even make no damn sense. Yeah, I sound controlling. You see what I'm saying? That's all women do. They get in their fucking feelings and they have no real objective perspective about what's real, and because you think, well, if I get into trouble, I could just call the cops, and if I have a problem, I could just get a security guard, and there are CC cameras that film everything, so I'll be protected. But I'm talking about back in the day before all of these modern day conveniences. You understand? Before all of these modern day conveniences, this was the natural process and the natural order of things. Nowadays, we have the luxury to feel how we want to feel and come up with all these different ways to think about shit. No, let me tell y'all something. When you jump off a 10-story building, you don't fall to your death because gravity just don't like you. You fall to your death because gravity exists, and that's the way it works, period.
Okay. Okay,
I'm sorry, man.
We're not too.
No, hold on.
Well, no, let me rebut. Let me just say this: we're not too far off from agreeing with each other. I understand that process, and I appreciate that you recognize a woman's position and place in the process. I'm just saying that it's like men, that there are a lot of men that diminish the process of the woman or the position of the woman in the process. I'm glad that you're acknowledging that a woman does have a responsibility in that place. But I don't know, again, I don't know necessarily if it's necessarily man then woman. Why can't they coexist on the same plane? I just that's where I'm kind of disagreeing.
I get it.
Hold on.
That's an ego. Hold on. That's an ego thing. We're just different.
Yeah.
No, and
they say I hate to go to religious reasons or whatever, because I know how you feel about religion stuff, but I will say this. They say that, you know, so I say the Bible says that a woman is a man's rib.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's from a man's rib.
Like McDonald's.
So
McRib sandwich.
Yeah, like a McRib sandwich. Let's smart ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know what? Like you put the fucking barbecue sauce and you lick it right off. Smart ass.
Wait a minute. We could also say that she cut. You know what sandwich you're talking about? Go for the sandwich.
Cheese.
Exactly. Chopped cheese, right?
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I'm the chopped cheese. I'm the chopped cheese man, my nigga. Like, yo, hashtag chopped cheese city all day. Fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, Tiffany says some shit. Can we put Tiffany's comment back up? Like I said, you sound bullshit. I was vibing, Miles, but oh my God, I can't, Miles.
Bullish.
He said bullish.
Bullish.
Oh, bullish. I thought it was bullshit. Oh, sorry, bullish. My
Here's the
fault.
other thing about I hear you about man providing, you know, food and nourishment and sustenance and whatnot. It's also the woman that creates the environment and the also the comfort,
of course,
of their home.
Of course.
And I'm just saying that also needs to be acknowledged because a lot of dudes don't acknowledge that.
Yo,
They don't.
Acknowledge.
Look, a woman turns a house into a home. I'm a firm believer of that. A woman turns a house into a home. I'm a firm believer of that, by all means.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think we're far off from disagreeing. From agree.
We got a comment here from Benny. Benny said, I understand what Miles is trying to say. I don't agree with everything he said. He is right. Men need to come first for the whole process to begin.
That's all I'm saying.
Look.
Benny, I love your that's Randumb Thoughtz comment of the week right there, man. I love that shit.
But can I also say, as far as making the house a home, that's also a component of survival as well.
Of course.
Of course.
After I impregnate the woman and I leave her in the cave with the fire that I started, who has to keep the fire going while I'm hunting?
Oh yeah, her. Yeah.
I understand. And when I bring the food, when I bring the meat home, who has to prepare it?
Yeah, her.
Of course, I'm not.
Well, he could too, but yeah, her.
I'm not taking nothing away from women. I'm really not. I'm just saying that there is an order of things. You understand? It has to rain before the rainbow comes out, don't it? We ain't gonna have a rainbow if there's no moisture in the air, right?
No, that's a fact.
Can I ask a question before y'all do final thoughts?
What creates the moisture?
John wants to ask a question. What's going on?
Or from John. I would like to hear Miles.
My fault.
On men also dating up, and when we say dating up, we saying that for lack of better terms. We're talking about societal. How society sees what's up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So not necessarily what people's self-worth really is. So what are your thoughts on that? Because me personally, I believe men do date up, and it happens when you have game. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, my thing with that is the man who believes in in dating up, I think he might be making a fundamental mistake because he's focused on the type of women instead of being focused on being a certain type of man to be compatible with a type of woman.
Right.
And so the statement is okay. I just need to make sure that the perspective is going once again in the right direction, right? Meaning that if I'm dating up, then I have to start with me, right? So I have to say to myself, well, I need to be in a certain position or at least have a certain mindset so I understand the type of woman that I can attract. So the whole process of quote unquote dating up has everything to do with me and my understanding and how I see myself. And then from there, I can get the type of woman that I'm compatible with. So it's really not about it. The whole concept of up has nothing to do with the woman and everything to do with me.
Right. So I'm definitely not talking about a dude who's like dating up on purpose on some like half a gold digger shit. Right.
Right.
He just like, as far as, like I said, society is looking at it, right?
Right.
He's still in school. He may only make $40,000 a year,
right?
Those type of things. And then his wife is still a PhD graduate, you know what I mean? Or, a career woman and things like that. Because when I feel like people think that it doesn't happen,
right?
And they kind of, feel that they don't have a chance, but that shit is happening, right? So you agree that it's happening.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I was in an 18-year relationship with a woman that made more money than me for the first 15 years of that relationship.
Right.
You understand? Like, and she had her career and, there was a point in the relationship where I created a budget for our household and she lost her damn mind because she looking at me like, you don't make no fucking money. So how you budgeting my money for me and all of this and all of that? But once I laid it out for her and she got on my program and we were saving money and taking the family out to dinner more often and had more money in the bank and all the bills were paid. And she looked at it and was like, oh, shit, this nigga know what he talking about. And then she realized that my value went beyond the amount of money that I made.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say it's about the perspective and the mindset of the man. Like, where are you actually at? How do you see yourself? You know, and what is up to you? Because a lot of these niggas think that if a chick don't look like an Instagram model, then she not up. But look at DJ Academics getting disrespected in the streets, getting his hat thrown, getting punched in the fucking face, being embarrassed, and he thought he was dating up. He thought he was dating up.
Pussy ass nigga.
You see what I'm saying? But is he really dating up? Because he didn't take the time to really make sure he was up mentally and made sure his identity was on point. So then he could attract the type of woman that would be down with his program. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. So it does happen, y'all.
Dickhead.
Men do date up. I mean, you know what I mean? As y'all would consider it, men do date up. And we're not talking about a sucker like Academics leading with his wallet, grabbing an Instagram model, and then having to fight her in the hallways later.
Right.
Yeah, you see this punk motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Like, first Academics, he come talking this like, hip hop veterans are dusty, hip hop pioneers are dusty. Now you on this bullshit. So that's worth the mother. Academics, you a suck ass nigga. You a piece of pussy. You ain't even pussy, man. You pussy. Like, that's worth the mother. Like, I hate that nigga face. I said it.
Okay, we need some of our random parts. So there we go.
No, son, because let me tell you
conversation.
No, I'm not. But I mean, come on, man. This is Randumb Thoughtz. You know how it goes, man. The conversation go anyway. You gotta love it, But final thoughts. Look at this pussy nigga right here. I mean, pussy nigga right here, man. Bussy, bussy. He is the definition of bussy. I said it. Bussy.
Water pistol.
More bussy right here. Fuck out of here, man. Like, I hate that nigga. Like, anyway, man, we about to go to final thoughts. So, Miles, since you're the special guest, we would like to hear your final thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Final thoughts on what exactly? Because we talked about a lot of different things on this. Like, final thoughts on.
All right. Well, you know what? On the subject at hand, the MGTOW. You know what I'm saying? At least from the best of your knowledge.
Okay. Well, like I said, with MGTOW, and the pills and stuff like that. Like I said, if it works for you, if it helps you to get closer to understanding who you are, then by all means, support it. Do what you need to do, because we're all at different stages in our lives, and at certain stages, certain things are going to speak to us. And so if you gravitate to it and it does something for you in a positive way, then I say go ahead, support it, do what you do. But at the same time, my final thought is that getting in touch with who you are, meaning your identity, is the most important thing, because then and only then will you be able to understand your compatibility with others and how you can truly relate to others from a healthy place. You understand? And so understanding who you are honestly and from a healthy place, and making sure you really, really accept who you are, be comfortable with who you are, and be able to move on from there. I think that's the most important thing any of us can do. And like I said, I got this thing called the Masculine Identity Membership. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com if you want to get with me. Once you get on the membership, there are like 60-minute videos on there that explain a lot of things about self-perspective, confidence, gratitude, life in general, masculinity, and as well, there's also free email coaching. So if you have a question, you could, once you're on the membership, you can email me at any time and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. So yeah, man, masculineidentitymembership.com. And I thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming through, man. And the life you say may be your own, unlike this punk motherfucker right here, man. Like this piece of pussy right here, man. Like, take that nigga face off, man. Nobody wants to see him right now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry about that, man. But Eric, man, your final thoughts. Can I punch someone? He's funny. Sorry, Eric, final thoughts, man.
Okay, I know you said me. Basically, we didn't really talk about like the negative aspect, and this is why we wanted to get into, but part two, I guess. But my main issue is the negative aspect. We're talking about the black pill, the incels, all that stuff, the destructive behavior that comes with that, you know, the mentality. And so I guess next episode or next part 2. So, but overall, look, it's just they're just placeholders. We were trying to make sense of things. Overall, the pill thing, and you know, whatever. Like just kind of like Miles said, it makes you happy, helps you, then whatever. But overall, my main problem is the negative aspect of it, darker side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a darker side to that shit, and we'll actually have a part 2, but it'll be under a different name. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to bring back the Battle of the Sexes for season 4. So the Battle of Sexes will return for season 4. Steph, final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with Eric. I'm more interested and concerned about the darker side of the MGTOW movement. I've seen a few videos even before we decided to make an episode about this particular subject. And there were, like I said, there were a lot of things that I agreed with. As far, I don't have an issue with like men finding themselves, just people in general finding themselves and developing themselves so they can be their best selves. I take no issue with that. That's perfectly fine. But when you get into a place where you're attacking the other sex, even with the women attacking men, like, well, men in particular, like using violence to attack women, how else are you gonna get more men, fucking idiot? Like, how is that gonna happen? So, like, that part of it logically does not make sense to me, and I'm a person of logic. But I think as far as, you know, just relationship wise, in general, I'm a believer in partnership. I believe that both sides have a part to play, and I agree with Miles when he says, you know, you got to find, you know, the peg that fits into the right hole, you know, and you have to find the person that works with you. And I think that partnership needs to be one where both evolve and grow together and grow their foundation together. And it doesn't matter whether it's man, woman, man, what have you. Are you building something that builds up, that evolves and becomes something bigger and better? And I'm not just talking about tangible wealth and things of that nature. I'm talking about also, you know, spiritual wealth, mental wealth, you know, all the components that help grow a partnership or a relationship. I'm with it. So that's my
right.
We missed a comment by Tiffany. She's saying Keela is not a troll. And she's just visiting the show. And I believe Keela.
He's going out. We were doing so well.
Wow. Well, I want to give a special shout out to Shaquila, and special shout out to Tiffany for letting Shaquila know about Randumb Thoughtz Talk Series. And I hope she comes back. Like, seriously, like, she's like, even though I kind of disagree with certain things or whatever she was saying, fuck it, come back. You know what I'm saying?
You know, she's new
and
here.
Popsy,
she's new here. We appreciate you coming.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, Steph, like, you wildin'.
We didn't know. Like,
yeah. All right, listen, Shaquila, we all appreciate you coming hot, coming hotter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we here at Randumb Thoughtz support the fuckery. We about the fuckery. We about the dummy shit. Come through. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we about intelligent talk, but we about the dummy shit as well. Anywho, Advis, final thoughts? Sorry, brother.
I gotta, chicken beef. You are goofy as heck for that.
That's a fact.
Goofy as heck for that.
Wait, hold on. I gotta read it. Pray for Advis to leave that coat and get some clean, loving, productive pussy. Damn, bro. Like,
that's the funny thing about it, is that it's more so of a movement, but there's basically, how I would see it is, and this is no slight or disrespect to Miles, but this is for other people and just in their perspective. Just the same way, Miles, that you have your platform and what you use for giving those videos and that perspective for folks, that's how they see this for MGTOW. Some people, again, they don't have the money, but there's a community of people who's been through certain situations together. Most of the time, a lot of us, this happens because we went through some traumatic experience. Me in particular, it was just a matter of time I came to epiphany about stuff. But is this like I'm a cult, like I go to these meetings and all this other different stuff? No, it's just content and perspective at the end of the day with a lot of this. And how I use it is I use it to mold certain situations so I know what I'm going up against, as well as being able to properly prepare myself, because proper preparation prevents poor performance. And literally, I just want to make sure, even if it's something that I can't, that's out of my reach, that I'm not going to be able to be prepared for everything, but at least it gives me some type of foundation. And no, I'm just not only MGTOW. It's, again, stoicism, all these other different concepts that, again, that it connects with me and it helps me to lead the life that I want to. That's where I keep it. But ultimately, all of this stuff is perspective. I agree, like what everybody's basically saying when it comes to, if it's helping on your self-improvement and making a better version of yourself so that you don't go out there and get crazy on somebody else and create this continuous cycle of trauma, please do it. But yes, there's going to be points where you have ugly and dark sides of it. We didn't even get to really talk about, like, one thing I would say about like learning about these different perspectives, you'll go to that point where you'll have what we call cognitive dissonance. You'll start have competing thoughts about what your previous information that you got, that you thought was what you thought was really it, but honestly now it's something that's questioning it. And it's always fine to question stuff. So there is going to be that dark side in that time of like, I really thought I believed this, or I really thought I had this, but this is not really it. Right. But ultimately, it's fine to do that. And then yes, some people go into the dark side because they don't know how to handle that. That's why you have to prep yourself for this stuff. When they talk about the third eye and all these other different things, you just don't jump right in. Like that's me. That would be me if I don't know how to swim and I decide I'm going to go all the way on the 10, 12 feet diving board and decide I'm going to try to do a whole big old cannonball into the water knowing I can't swim. You set yourself up for failure that way versus just taking it step by step and figuring out what makes sense to you. But most of the time, we're a microwave type of society. We want things given to us really fast paced. And if it doesn't make sense for us fast paced, and then we're going to miss out on the stuff. We're going to miss out on key points that's going to help us versus you just do it and it didn't work. And now you came out worse than you were prior. So all perspective, take it in, but really discern what is needed for you and what will help you grow as a person.
Right.
Word. You got a little emotional
that's
there.
Most definitely, man.
That's the most emotional.
Oh, sorry, it's because also I guess I don't think I got a code or something, but yeah, it just sounds like it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, yo, that's Mr. Acronyms, Mr. 5 P's right here, man. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I like that. I like that. No, I'm saying I'm giving you props. I like that.
Life on another level. Our paths will cross.
You would do this. Stop.
But right now, what I think you ought to do is pack up your camel and go. Please.
Hilarious.
Benny has a comment. Chicken is all love. I don't get in my feelings, but I love to state facts. Oh, sorry, that's Shaquilla. My fault. I said Benny. My fault. My fault about that. Popsy has a final thought. My final thoughts is I want the vagina pill too. I think we should have more sex. Maybe we will all get along. You know what? Another one.
Lyrics,
another comment of the week. I can read. Fuck you, man. Like I'm on
the phone, so it looks small. That's why.
Oh, okay.
She said Viagra.
Yeah, exactly.
Viagra pill. She said Viagra pill. That's why you said vagina.
Oh shit, my fault. Yeah. I said vagina pill, Viagra pill. You know, I can read, nigga. I graduated high school. Fuck you. You can go sit there play me like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I agree with Pop CB. I'm on my way. Oh shit. Yo, my final thoughts.
They can't deal with reality.
Hey. You know what? No, hold on. You know what, Steph? Fuck you. All right. You said that shit to try to throw it back in my face. My face. No, you don't do that to me. You know who I am? I'm a big fucking deal.
All the time.
No. I'm the chopped cheese king around here, motherfucker.
Oh man.
Hashtag chopped cheese city. We in the building. Nah, listen, guys. Final thoughts. All right. Oh, who the fuck? MGTOW Maddie. Gee, all these people and no MGTOWs. Weird. Well,
There is
MGTOW,
one
Maddie,
MGTOW. You're mistaken.
is
Man
one.
right here, Adviz is a MGTOW member.
And Chicken and Beef said, "Shit, I'll take the vagina pill.
So yeah, you right.
I'll take a vagina pill. This motherfucker." Anyway, guys, I just want first off, I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Miles Cunningham, for coming in. You know what I'm saying, sharing your time with us, sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, and having a full understanding that you have entered the fuckery, which is Randumb Thoughtz.
Appreciate
And you know what I'm saying, we appreciate you, man. Go check out. Say it again, man. Do the quick promo again, man.
Yeah, the masculineidentitymembership.com. Just go to the website, read up on it, and if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, there's free email coaching that comes with it, and masculineidentitymembership.com. It's all about identity, masculine confidence, and just looking at the world in the best way possible through gratitude and a healthy perspective of self.
And remember, the life you save may be your own.
Facts.
So that's it. Maddie gonna kick Ad out the cult. Oh wow.
Look, look. This is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna tell you. And it's the funny thing. Even within all of that, that's why you have your pro-black, your blacks, and all of this. Especially this, men going your own way. We ain't going the same way. Right. Just relax. Like, it's a perspective, but that's hilarious. Like, I mean, again, it's always gonna be some type of infighting, but I use it as a title, just for that, have a dialogue and conversation. It's not literally like, again, I'm going to no meetings because it's not a movement.
Well, guys, listen, I'm like this. You know, when it comes to MGTOW, there are certain points that I do agree with when it comes to it. You know, but like you said, there's a dark side to MGTOW that's that we need to focus on and pay more attention to. We'll talk about that in another episode, possibly season 4. So look out for it. When it comes down to it, though, I'm like this, man. Yo, people are gonna be people. You know what I'm saying? You got a good side, the bad side to everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that Miles said, you know what I'm saying, is like beneficial to me as a man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I thank you again, Miles. I personally will be checking out, you know what I'm saying, your content and your stuff. I might subscribe my damn self. You know what I'm saying? And that's being real. Lyrics, I'ma burn every chopped cheese you buy. Popsy. Well, you know what? As long as you put some jalapeno on that motherfucker, I'll be cool, you know, and I can still eat it. Anyway, guys, men going every different way. Wow. Guys, thank you very much for the comments. We appreciate that from you guys. Right. But nah, for real, like, you know, when it comes to this MGTOW thing, you know, these men have beliefs because they've been hurt. Like, some have been hurt by other women, you know what I'm saying? Some probably saw it, you know, a mile away before it came. You know, they had, like Adviz said, you know, he had epiphanies and all that other stuff. And Ad, I thank you very much for your insight on it as well. You know what I'm saying? Even though Ja is showing these funny Martin commercials and Martin clips and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like this, man. You know, for those who are MGTOW on the dark side, don't hate women. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand female nature for what it is, and accept female nature for what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. Thank you. There it is. You know what I'm saying? And it took me. He said, "Don't hate the play, hate the game."
I wouldn't even say hate the game, but understand the game.
There it is. And it took me years. You're talking to a person that got burned every which way. You know what I'm saying? When it came to dealing with the opposite sex with females and relationships. Because, like I said, I had to learn from the streets. You know what I'm saying? My mother and father didn't tell me that about no birds and the bees. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and you know what? I don't blame it on them. You know what I'm saying? They try to get me into my education and all other stuff. But I'm like, yo, excuse me, like, men, women, sex is a part of life. Fucking is a part of life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I had to learn a different way. And I learned through my homies in the street. You know what I'm saying? But then as I got older, I learned through men such as Miles and other guys, you know what I'm saying, who I know within my circle. And even when I got on YouTube and got the content from them, like, yo, like, me being in my early 40s, everything's starting to come full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like with the education, teachings and stuff like that. Me personally, I think I'm more purple pillish if we had to go through the pills and shit. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm focusing on my son. I'm focusing on my the people who love and care about us. I'm focusing on Randumb Thoughtz Talk Series. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on these people here in the panel. You know what I'm saying? I'm focusing on y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I just gotta say, man, like, y'all, I'm really praying for those who are on the darker side of the MGTOW movement and all that other stuff, or the MGTOW philosophy, should I say? You know, and I really hope that you guys, as men, get it together. You know what I'm saying? And even the women, get it together. You know what I'm saying? Get your life together. Try to live the peaceful, best lives that you possibly can, and don't, try to shit on anybody and down them for, the way that they think. Try to lift them up. You know what I'm saying? Try to be positive about your situations. I mean, I'm being serious. Miles having a talk with lyrics. Oh man. Benny, you really had to say that? Like I'm a real dumb, like I'm the world's dumbest fuck or something. Go ahead, man. Like, yeah, no, Benny, my feelings is hurt, man. I'll get over it. You know what I mean?
I'm celibate. Ain't no more of that. No more. Ain't gonna be no more of this for a while. No more.
Oh shit. Yo.
They say,
well, guys,
you gotta on this.
Fail.
Well, yo. Well, I'm done with my final thought, and this wraps up another episode of Randumb Thoughtz. You know what I'm saying? Adviz, you right, is a philosophy. This MGTOW Maddie, I'm not even paying attention to MGTOW Maddie right now. But anyway, join us next week for another exciting episode as we go into episode 3-18, which I think is going to be one of my favorite episodes. It's kind of Battle of the Sex-ish. But this is something that I've been really itching to talk about. Episode 3-18 is the truth about the different types of relationships. Yeah. So we'll be talking about monogamous relationships, open relationships, this stupid ass situationship bullshit that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And we'll really get into perspective about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. Popsy B said, lyrics, you 40, damn. I thought you was younger. Well, now I got a sugar daddy. He laughing my ass off. Just kidding. No, I'm actually 42. I don't really give a fuck about when people know my age. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Miles know that more than anybody on this motherfucker. And Steph. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anyway, guys, tune in next week for our special guest, Miles Cunningham. You got Famous Ramos, a vampire from Brooklyn. Stephanie Gale. And for Adviz, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Acronyms right here, a.k.a. Young Ad. This is the LYR to the ICS lyrics signing off. Peace, y'all.
So he was telling me, right, that a fish and a monkey can communicate telepathically. They'll put close enough. Now, just like that's ridiculous, right? I know, right? Oh, hello, fellow MGTOWs. I'm Salucci, and I'm a MGTOW. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a few things that might upset a few people, but hey, it is what it is. Do bear with me because I'm going to be reading from this to keep this video short and straight to the point. 1. Bullying and attacking other MGTOWs who have a difference in opinion or style of delivering their message. I've seen this happen with Stardust and Sandman, Bernard Chapin, and Barbarossa, Messenger Rising, attacking Immortal, Drew Widow, Alex Brown, and myself. Some MGTOWs downright slander and try to character assassinate other MGTOWs just because of a difference in opinion. I believe that we should be able to agree to disagree and just move on. 2. Declaring who's MGTOW and who isn't. Believe it or not, there are MGTOWs out there who believe they are more deserving of the MGTOW label. One particular MGTOW has told me he's revoking my MGTOW card, and my response was, haha, I laughed it off and I told him to fuck off. This I'm more MGTOW than you believe is usually based on the fact that they believe they've been fucked over a lot more by women in society. So this apparently makes them more of a MGTOW than you. And because they believe they're more MGTOW, this makes you a simp and a pickup artist. Huh. Do realize that the problems men go through go beyond women, sex, and the biased court system. Some men like me have experienced bloodshed and violent disagreements just because of religious differences, especially growing up as a child. So let's all do ourselves a favor and not compare battle scars. It does us all no good. Do understand that we as MGTOWs come from different walks of life. As long as you stick to the core tenets of MGTOW, no marriage, no cohabitation with females, and if you're going to have kids, adopt or use the surrogacy route. Also remember to do everything in your power to avoid being put in the position of being a disposable male. As long as you follow these core tenets, you can label yourself a MGTOW. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. 3. People leaving MGTOW because they believe they've outgrown MGTOW. That's nice and all if you want to leave, but leaving and then insulting other men who choose to remain MGTOW does not do anything but make you look like a piece of shit. Also, it would be nice to leave up your video instead of deleting it. You don't know whose life you could be saving by leaving up your videos. And to those who've been doxxed, like Neo Unplugged and Barbarossa, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Really, I am. But do remember that when you're making moves, haters will do their best to stop you. 4. Racism. Racism is also a significant issue in the MGTOW community. I've noticed this from both black and white men. Now, I get that MGTOWs come from all walks of life, but leave that ignorant racist mindset at the door. It does you no good in this community and just makes you look pathetic and very weak-minded. 5. Including women in MGTOW hangouts. I understand discussing female nature on MGTOW videos, but allowing females to participate in MGTOW hangouts doesn't really do much for the MGTOW community, seeing that most of us know a lot about female nature. Remember, the MGTOW community is male space. We have very few of that left. And the little we have is already constantly being invaded by females. We should try to keep the MGTOW community as much of a male space as possible. 6. Misogyny. The hatred of women. I've noticed some misogynists in the MGTOW community. I can understand if you've had a really bad experience with women, but the MGTOW community should not be a place of hate. It should be a place of growth and positivity. We are here to help men see the value in themselves. Being a misogynist is an extremist type of view and is a very weak mindset. It will be best to try to overcome hate, stop holding grudges, and continue to enrich your life. You owe it to yourself. Do remember that cyberbullying and slander and any form of defamation or criminal offense is punishable by law. They should not be tolerated in our community. You can also take legal action if you feel the need to. No one should be allowed to put others down without consequences. And finally, focusing on yourself, staying positive, and being the best versions of yourself can really help you appreciate truly going your own way. And that's it for this video. As usual, I'm Salucci. I'm a MGTOW. You guys have a good one. Over and out.
Warning. The opinions expressed in this program are those of the presenter in their current state of mind, which they have the right to change at any given moment. The iRant Network and the members of the Ranters Union are not responsible for any claims made. All opinions and train of thoughts are welcomed here and protected by the First Amendment and the Randumb